feel the need to come to you today to talk about this stuff because it affects my life. And this channel is about me. What up guys, it's Steph, and today we are going to talk about uncomfortable things that we don't like talking about. We are talking about race in relations to George Floyd, the Black Lives Matter movement, and everything in between in the madness that is our lives right now. See, when Ferguson happened, that was 2014, I was in between grade 11 and 12, and when me and my friend would talk about race-related issues, we would be told that we were the loud black girls, and we were pretty much ostracized and not even put on the cool people prom bus that year. So like, let's start off with acknowledging Black Lives Matter. So hey, what up? My name's Steph and Black Lives Matter. And if you don't think that they do, then do not hit my line ever. Like I feel like that should go without saying. Do not even come into my life and then think that you're gonna say something slick about black people and think that like we're still gonna be buddy-buddy, because like we're not. Oftentimes black people have to refrain from expressing how they actually feel as far as race relations is concerned because it's considered divisive, it's considered too political, and it affects a lot of relationships. Black Lives Matter used to be such a radical phrase, like literally saying it was just like, you're done. But now it's like the new wave. Let's examine this for a minute. Black Lives Matter. Why is that a radical statement? Like, it's not even saying like, black lives are equal to white lives. Black lives are better than white lives. Black lives matter. Like, at the very least, we shouldn't get shot. But don't worry, I'm not here to school you because I don't have the time for it and y'all gotta pay me. There are tons of black creators that are so eloquent and so educational, and I will put the videos that impacted me the most as far as race is concerned right now in the description. So if you really want to head over there and get some knowledge, then head over there. But other than that, back to me guys. Okay, let's chat. When all the hype around George Floyd started, honestly, I didn't want to see any of it. That stuff is torture porn, that stuff is scarring, and why do we even have to talk about this? Because it's the same thing every week, every month, every year, every few years, every decade. I was messaging my friends and I was just like, all right, just like wake me up when this is over. I was going through some things, man. It's so upsetting and heartbreaking to see that that stuff happens. And my dad said that that stuff's been happening since he first came to America 50 years ago. So it's discouraging. A lot of the stuff surrounding George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement brought me back to the high school moments where talking about this all day and night was so exhausting and so alienating and such a lonely experience that I didn't want to experience that again, which is selfish because this matter is bigger than me, it's bigger than you, it's bigger than a lot of people, and it's time to have those uncomfortable conversations if you haven't yet. I've noticed people now more than ever moving through social media in the weirdest ways. Every person now is forced to reshare something, and if you're not resharing, then your silence is loud. Should we be obligated to post these things? Yeah. I don't know if I'm short-sighted with this, but I feel like a line is drawn in the sand. If it wasn't drawn in the sand back then, it's drawn in the sand now. And the people who are always posting on social media, always showing us their dogs, their food, the restaurants they're going to, the bars they're going to, those types of people who are radio silent, we see you now. We know how much you don't care, and it's deafening. So far I've lost 2 friends due to them not acknowledging or caring about the Black Lives Matter movement, and right now I'm kind of just like, go, who's next? Go. Something that non-black people might not realize is whether we choose to speak on these issues or not, our lives are impacted and we're forced to make decisions. We can either talk about this and know that we're going to anger our peers and lose friendships, lose job opportunities, lose relationships as a result of speaking out, or we can be quiet, be called a coon by other black people, and just continue to trying to suppress the emotions that we feel every day as we walk as living, breathing black bodies until the next person gets shot and killed. Instagram storying and walking away is great, but like something that this experience taught me is that like you can't run away from these issues. They're always gonna happen, always. And it sucks, it's really uncomfortable, but what gives me hope is that maybe What gives me hope? Frick, goddamn. What gives me hope in all this is that, do I even have hope at all? I'm so freaking hopeless, man. Let's freaking turn it up, Steph. Let's turn it up. What gives me hope through all this is that maybe the people who didn't listen last time might be more receptive to listening now. And maybe if they're not ready to listen now, maybe in the future when this happens to the next person, they'll listen. Maybe they'll listen to the white people. Maybe they'll listen because every single brand that they buy from is now acknowledging Black lives, and maybe they'll listen when the hype is over. I can only hope that the people that I navigate around will see me as a human worthy of life. I don't know, like, I shouldn't even have to apply the pressure for you to acknowledge that Black Lives Matter. The odds are not in my favor. So whether you look like me or you don't look like me, if you're feeling distraught by any of these events, I strongly urge you to vote. I strongly urge you to donate if you got the moolah, because baby, stimulus checks be going to these causes and movements, local ones or worldwide, whichever makes you feel a little better. Or just go out there and protest safely and yeah, just be safe with it. I'm not gonna police you on how you need to protest. When the people in Bristol dumped that statue in the water, I was like, yeah! But at the same time, I was like, we could never do that here. I also think that you should sign petitions and email your governmenty people. I will say that in our city, just by emailing and like signing petitions and stuff, we got the local government to decide not to buy a huge armored vehicle that would have cost up to $500,000. The impact right now is so, I love it. And I'm just like, maybe when I have a little nugget of my own, she won't have to go through these like freaking feelings of hurt, pain, self-hate that I do. I don't know. I hope not. Also, have the uncomfortable conversations with your family members and your peers. Maybe not your employer, because we need jobs more than ever in these streets. But if I can talk to my colorist, homophobic, transphobic, and misogynist family members, because yes, Black people have those too, then I think you can talk to yours. And can we as a collective stop othering racism? Like, oh no, it's middle America. Oh, it's America. Oh, it's only those nowhere towns in Canada. It's not in this city. Oh, it's just an isolate. No. Just ask your local Black person if racism is in your town, and if they got at least one story, then you know that there's more to be done. And that's where I'm gonna end this video, because I'm tired of being sad, man. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you like this video and you like me, then hit that like button, and if you want to see more of me, then you can always subscribe, and my links will be down below. And I'm gonna go now. Peace, and Black Lives Matter. Still hire me. I still need a job someday. Please, please don't blackball me. Bye. I see you. I peep it. I'm not gonna call you out because why? But I see you.